Hello everyone, Namaste. Hope you are all doing well. This is Vidyashri. In this video, I will be discussing the solutions to previous year question papers of Karnataka Teachers Eligibility Test. In this video, I will be discussing the solutions for first language English of paper 2 Kartet 2020 examination. Part 1 Language 1 English. Directions. Questions 1 to 5. Read the given passage and answer the questions that follow by selecting the most appropriate answer. Passage ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಓದಿಕೊಂಡು 1ರಿಂದ 5ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಉತ್ತರಿಸಬೇಕು. I'll be reading the passage for you. An elderly carpenter was ready to retire. He told his employer, contractor, of his plans to leave the house building business to live a more leisurely life with his wife and enjoy his extended family. He would miss the paycheck each week, but he wanted to retire. They could get by. The contractor was sorry to see his good worker go and asked if he could build just one more house as a personal favor. The carpenter agreed. But over time, it was easy to see that his heart was not in his work. He resorted to shoddy workmanship and used inferior materials. It was an unfortunate way to end a dedicated career. When the carpenter finished his work, his employer came to inspect the house. Then he handed the front door key to the carpenter and said, "This is your house, my gift to you." The carpenter was shocked. What a shame! If he had only known that he was building his own house, he would have done it all so differently. So it is with us. We build our lives a day at a time, often putting less than our best into the building. Then, with a shock, we realize we have to live in the house we have built. If we could do it over, we would do it much differently. But you cannot go back. You are the carpenter. Because every day you hammer a nail, place a board, or erect a wall. Someone once said, life is a do-it-yourself project. Your attitude and the choices you make today help build the house you live in tomorrow. Therefore, build wisely. A nice story with a good message, isn't it? Now let's try to answer the questions. Question number 1. The turning point in the story was: Option 1, when the employer requested the carpenter to build one last house. Option 2, when the employer gifted the house to the carpenter. Option 3, when the carpenter learned that he has to build houses wisely. Option 4, when the employer inspected the house. The total turning point to the story was that when the employer gifted the house to the carpenter. Right answer is option 2. Question number 2. The phrase in the passage which means to continue to exist where something is lacking is: Option 1, resort to. Option 2, live life. Option 3, live in. Option 4, get by. The correct answer is option 4, get by. Moving to the next question, question number 3. He resorted to shoddy workmanship. The part of speech of the word shoddy is: Option 1, adverb. Option 2, noun. Option 3, adjective. Option 4, verb. The right answer is option 4, verb. Question number 4. What a shame. The given statement is an example for: Option 1, interrogative sentence. Option 2, assertive sentence. Option 3, imperative sentence. Option 4, exclamatory sentence. The correct answer is option 4, exclamatory sentence. Question number 5. The employer's goodness is evident when he: Option 1, inspects the house on its completion. 2, hands over the front door key to the carpenter. 3, requests the carpenter to continue his dedicated work. Option 4, permits the carpenter to retire and enjoy with his family. The right answer is option 2, hands over the front door key to the carpenter. We have answered the questions related to the passage that they have given. Let's proceed further. Directions for answering questions 6 to 10. Read the given lines of a poem and answer the questions that follow by choosing the most appropriate answer. Now, you have to read the poem and you have to answer the questions from 6 to 10 based on the poem. I'll just try to read the poem. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where the knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where the words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way, into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee, into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. Now let's try to answer the questions. You can go through the poem again to understand what they are telling, and then you can answer the questions. Question number 6. The poet wants his countrymen to: Option 1. Be free from the bondage of narrow ideas and die-hard habits. 2. Fight for their rights. 3. Fight for their wages. 4. Not hope for a free nation. The correct answer here is option 1. Poet wants his countrymen to be free from the bondages of narrow ideas and die-hard habits. Question number 7. The main theme of the poem is: Option 1. Patriotism. 2. Agitation. 3. Life after death. Option 4. Societal division. The right answer here is option 1. Patriotism. Question number 8. The one that is unlikely to be an example for alliteration is: 1. Head held high, where the world. 3. Dreary desert sand of dead habit. Option 4. By narrow domestic wall. The right answer is option 4. By narrow domestic walls. Alliterations is where the repetition of words or letters is occurring. Right answer here is 4. The word that rhymes with high is: Option 1. Sigh. 2. Nay. 3. Weigh. 4. Lay. Right answer is option 1. Sigh. Question number 10. Dead habit refers to: 1. Old customs and traditions that are a threat to humanity. 2. Habits that are old but good for humanity. 3. New thoughts which can make the world a better place. 4. Novel ideas which allow human beings to accept new thought. The right answer here is option 1. Dead habits. It refers to the old customs and traditions that are a threat to humanity. We have answered the questions on poem. Directions for the next questions from 11 to 15. Read the given graph. Answer the questions that follow by choosing the most appropriate options. We have to read the graph and we have to answer the questions. The given pie chart represents the results of a survey conducted by a non-profit NGO to understand how a rural family spends its monthly income on various items. So they have given us a pie chart which represents a result of survey related to a rural family's monthly expenditure. So here is the pie chart where we can read out 30% of the monthly income is spent on food and clothing. That is the highest percentage where they spend. It's on food and clothing. 20% is spent on repayment of loans. Then 15% on health and 15% on entertainment. 10% savings and 10% education. Now let's try to answer the questions. Question number 11. The family spends 20% of its income on entertainment. 2. Education. 3. Repaying loan. 4. Food and clothing. So clearly from the pie chart you can see that 20% of income is spent on repaying loans. Right answer is option 3. Question number 12. The family finds it important to spend the maximum share of its income on. So the maximum share of income that you can see from the chart is 30%, that is spent on option 1 entertainment, 2 savings, 3 health, 4 food and clothing. Right answer is option 4 food and clothing. Question number 13. The income expended on food and clothing is equal to the combined expenses of option 1 savings and education, 2 health and entertainment, 3 repaying loans and health, option 4 education and entertainment. So they have asked income expended on food and clothing is equal to the combined expenses. So means we have to find what is the percentage of expenditure on food and clothing, and that is equal to combined expenses of which other two. So the expenditure of food and clothing, I'll write F and C, that is equal to 30%. Now this is equal to combined expenditure of entertainment and health. 15 plus 15, both are 15%, right? So 15% plus 15%, that's equal to 30%. So now from the options we have to choose entertainment and health. So the right answer is option 2 health and entertainment. Question number 14. The correct statement related to the graph is option 1 the family gives more importance to education than entertainment. The expenditure on health is equal to the expenditure on entertainment. The most part of the family income goes in repaying loans. The family gives least importance to food and clothing. So now you know food and clothing, it is 30%. That is the maximum importance that they have given. So statement 4 is wrong. Most part of the family income goes to repayment of loan, that is wrong, because most part of the family income it goes to food and clothing. Now we have option 1 and 2, out of which we have to find which is right. Option 1 tells that family gives more importance to education than entertainment, that we have to check. 2 expenditure on health is equal to expenditure on entertainment. So now we have to check between education, entertainment and health. Let us go back to the chart. So let us check education, health and entertainment. Education, it's 10%. For health, 15%, entertainment 15%. So we can conclude health and entertainment equal, education is then. So let's go back to the question. So remember that they give equal importance to health and entertainment, and next preference to education. So now looking into option 1, they have told us that family gives more importance to education than entertainment. This is wrong, because the percentage expenditure on entertainment is 15% and on education is 10%. So they gives more importance to entertainment. Now coming to second option, expenditure on health is equal to the expenditure on entertainment. This is the correct statement. Moving on to the next question, number 15. The descending order of the areas of expenditure of the rural family is. Descending order means firstly we have to write the top expenditure and then we have to move on to the least expenditure. So the highest they expend on food and clothing. So therefore looking into the option, we can eliminate option 4 and option 1. Now we have to check with option 2 and 3. Highest is on food and clothing, that's 30%. 20% on repaying of loans. So both have repayment of loans. Then next, it is 15% where they give equal importance for entertainment as well as health. So here we have entertainment bar health, then 10% on saving and education. So the correct answer is option 3. So for food and clothing, they spend 30% of their expenditure. Repayment of loan, they spend 20%. Health and entertainment each, they spend 15%, and savings and education, they spend 30%. So the correct answer is option 3. Next, they have given directions to solve questions from 16 to 30. Answer the questions only selecting the most appropriate options. 16. Arun, did you went to school yesterday? Rekha, no, I did not went to school yesterday. The errors in the dialogues can be corrected as: option 1, Arun, did you go to school yesterday? Rekha, no, I did not went to school yesterday. Option 2, Arun, did you go to school yesterday? Rekha, no, I did not go to school yesterday. 3, Arun, did you went to school yesterday? Rekha, no, I did not go to school yesterday. Option 4, Arun, did you went to school yesterday? Rekha, no, I not go to school yesterday. So here Arun should ask, did you go to school yesterday? And Rekha should tell, no, I didn't go to school yesterday, or I did not go to school yesterday. So the correct answer is option number 2. Question number 17. Balaji, I have lost my wallet somewhere. Mohan, oh, I am very sorry to hear that. Do you need any help? Here, the speaker, when he says the underlined statement, is option 1, showing sympathy. Option 2, offering help. Option 3, apologizing. Option 4, persuading. The right answer is option 1, showing sympathy. Question number 18. For a learner who has difficulties with writing in English, the teacher should give ample practice in: option 1, revising spelling and basic sentence patterns. Option 2, doing timed essays. Option 3, diagnosing their language needs. Option 4, giving clear explanations. For the learner who is facing difficulty in writing English, teacher should give practice in revising spellings and basic sentence patterns. The right answer is option 1. Question number 19. If you want to ensure participation of maximum number of students in the class, you should adopt the method of teaching through: option 1, role play. Option 2, interview. Option 3, discussion. Option 4, demonstration. The right answer here is option 3, discussion. Question number 20. Lata is an English teacher who has prepared a typical audio aid for her class. It is: option 1, a photograph of Shakespeare. Option 2, Mahatma Gandhiji's speech. 3, a story chart. 4, a film strip. Photograph of Shakespeare is a visual aid. Mahatma Gandhi's speech is audio aid. Story chart is again a visual aid. Film strip is both audio and visual aid. So the right answer here is option 2, Mahatma Gandhiji's speech. Question number 21. One of the principles of direct method of teaching English is: option 1, classroom instruction should include both mother tongue and target language. Option 2, classroom instruction should be multilingual. Option 3, classroom instruction should be exclusively in the mother tongue of the learner. Option 4, classroom instruction should be exclusively in the target language. So they have asked the principles of direct method of teaching English. So the correct answer here is option 4, classroom instruction should be exclusively in the target language. Question number 22. Suraj is teaching grammar using inductive approach. He has to. 1. Give examples first. 2. Teach grammar rules first. 3. Give definitions for grammar items. 4. Make the students learn grammar by rote. So since he is using the inductive approach, he should be giving examples first. So the correct answer is option 1, give examples first. Question number 23. The teacher records learners doing a role play. Then the children watch the video and talk about their mistakes in their groups. The correction technique used here is option 1, echo correction, 2, peer correction, 3. Behavioral correction, 4. Ignoring mistakes. The right answer is option 2, peer correction. Question number 24. Syed, a student of class 8 standard, says, Lata don't know, I has a pen, she have come. He needs remedial teaching in option 1, sentence pattern, option 2, conquered, option 3, tense, option 4, genders. The right answer is option 2, conquered. It means that he should be taught of the agreement between the subject and verb. Moving to the next question, question number 25. Smita has children with varied intelligences. To address the set of students with linguistic intelligence, she designs option 1, a word building activity, option 2, a flow chart, option 3, a mind map, option 4, a gardening activity. The right answer is option 1, word building activity. Question number 26. Sky, school, engage, goose. The word which does not belong to the set of monosyllabic words is option 1, sky, 2, engage, 3, goose, 4, school. The right answer here is option 2. Because monosyllabic word means they are very short or simple words. The one which do not belong is engage. Question number 27. When the teacher says no, it begins with C. We learned it in the last lesson. She is trying to. Option 1, start a drill. 2, prompt for a correct answer. 3, set up pair work. 4, comment on their performance. The right answer is option 2, prompt for a correct answer. Question number 28. Shy learners learn best. Option 1, in groups. 2, doing role plays. 3, with the teacher. 4, in pairs. The right answer is option 4, in pairs. Question number 29. The performance of a student in the achievement test helps the teacher to design option 1, a blueprint, 2, an annual plan of work, 3, a remedial teaching plan, 4, a lesson plan. Right answer is option 3, a remedial teaching plan. Question number 30. A class of 30 learners have just done a listening activity. As the teacher is checking the answers of every learner in the class in turns, the learners are getting bored. So the teacher, to address the above classroom management problem, plans this possible solution. Option 1, plan to make feedback interesting. 2, plan extra activities or different activities in the class. 3, plan an activity which is more suitable for the learner's need. 4, plan routines to set up activities. The right answer is option 1, plan to make feedback interesting. With this question, we have come to the end of questions related to Language 1 English of KAR-TET 2020 examination. I'll be stopping this video here. In the upcoming videos, I'll be bringing more questions from the previous year question papers of KAR-TET as well as CTET. Thank you for watching. Stay connected. Keep learning. Take care. Bye-bye.